Now this figure 20-4 basically illustrates that transformers do have to have clearances. Now, some people say, well, no, a transformer, you don't work on it that often, so you don't need these clearances. But now think about it. NFPA 70B, as in boy, in the Annex L, which is your maintenance standard, calls for infrared scanning of equipment annually in 17.5, I believe it is, of that section that we look at. It's either 5 or 17.11. You can look it up. But it's in the Annex L that references these sections. So you do have to remove the covers you see in the front view there, and infrared the windings to see there's no hot spots and so forth. And then also you're required to clean it out and vacuum it and so forth in accordance with the Annex L, which will give you the section numbers, and NFPA 70B as in boy, the maintenance standard. One time on a lawsuit a few years ago that I was doing, I was the expert witness on that particular lawsuit, and the opposing attorney said that a transformer was not a piece of electrical equipment. And I never will forget the judge. She just blared it out. She said, "Well, what is it? A water heater?" And then she said, "Oh, now the jury forget that remarks. It's a scratch it, forget what I said." But yes, a transformer needs those clearances. And in OSHA 1910, 303 G1, and the table S-1, you'll find the same rules are required. You need a 30-inch width in front of the equipment, or the width of the transformer, whichever is greater, 3 foot in front of it, and 6.5 foot headroom. Now, these clearances are required so that you can service the transformer for maintenance purposes in accordance with NFPA 70B, and then really just having access around the transformer for working clearances and so forth. Now notice a new 450-9 or .9, of the NEC will not allow you to put things on top of the transformer or store. Like electricians, a lot of times in a facility where they have a transformer, they'll set their lunch kit on it and other things to keep it as warm as possible, or kind of keep it warm. Sometimes, if a transformer is loaded up and it's real cold, we would put our hands up close and let that air that circulates have a little heat from those windings if the transformer was loaded up with enough current to provide that kind of action. But this is the general rule of 450.13 for locating transformers, and it doesn't matter if it's on grade level or it's hanging from the ceiling or a rack or whatever it may be. You still have to have these clearances, except above a suspended ceiling, which we'll get into later. But you need to review 450.13 and see what the requirements there is for transformer location and where such clearances are required. And that's what this figure 20-4 is illustrating.